Exotic Tiki Island Podcast. Show number 20, our Halloween special. Aloha, and welcome to the Exotic Tiki Island Podcast. I'm Tiki Brian, and in this special episode, we'll be celebrating Halloween on Exotic Tiki Island. I'll be playing a mix of some Hawaiian, Halloween, and Exotica music from my personal collection. In this show, we'll be visiting the Haunted Hut, and then we'll join a swinging Halloween theme party hosted by the spirits of the Tiki Gods. Halloween on Exotic Tiki Island is one of my favorite times to visit because everyone really gets into the spirit of Halloween. Before we start our adventure, I quickly want to remind everyone to visit the official Exotic Tiki Island website, where you can get more detailed information on the music that is played on the show, shop for vintage tiki products including music, clothing, and collectibles. Also, connect to our Facebook page so you can keep up to date with all of the news and fun happening on Exotic Tiki Island. You can also download drink recipes and subscribe to the podcast by clicking on the iTunes link and much, much more. It's all over on the official Exotic Tiki Island website, located at www.exotictikiisland.com. And now, let's get on with the show. In honor of our Halloween special, I've decided to travel to the island by way of a flying broom. Hop on board and let's begin our Halloween celebration as we fly back in time to Exotic Tiki Island.
You'd celebrate Halloween, did you? Well, this celebration will take your breath away. Literally. My minions and I will see to it personally. Enjoy.
There once was a sad little goblin who had a broken broom. When he went anywhere, it would wobble in the air, and his heart would fill with gloom. He tried so hard to fix it every night, but he just couldn't get it working right. The wobbling goblin with the broken broom could never fly too high. For right at the takeoff, another piece would break off, and soon he would be dangling in the sky. Each evening, just as he would leave the ground, his radio would say,
Control tower to Goblin, your broomstick is wobbling. You better make a landing right away.
It soon got so he could only ride when the witches took him piggyback, until at last he used his brain and bought himself an aeroplane. So if you'll look for him on Halloween, you'll see him zip and zoom. No harm can befall him, no longer can they call him the wobbling goblin with the broken broom. Another piece would break off, and he would soon be dangling in the sky. Each evening, just as he would leave the ground, his radio would say,
Control tower to Goblin, your broomstick is wobbling. You better make a landing right away.
It soon got so he could only ride when the witches took him piggyback, until at last he used his brain and bought himself an aeroplane. So if you'll look for him on Halloween, you'll see him zip and zoom. No harm can befall him, no longer can they call him the wobbling goblin with the broken broom.
We are now on Exotic Tiki Island, and the Halloween festivities have already begun. Let's travel over to the haunted hut and see what awaits us. It's just a short walk down this long, scary, dark jungle path. I'm sure you won't mind, will you? Let's go.
Abongaloo, ay, mogayayaya, sabugadang, uno cha-cha, mumba. Yumpado, yagadayo, sabugadang, yonga wabasiba, yonga wakaluba, abongaloo, mumba.
My friends, we have arrived at the haunted hut. Let's go inside. Skirts swish in doorless huts, and strange and frightening sounds echo through the jungle. Whenever tiki torches flicker, where the air is deathly still, that is the time when Tiki Gods are present, practicing their chants with ghoulish delight. Welcome, foolish tiki enthusiasts, to the haunted hut. I am your host, your ghost tiki host. Kindly step all the way in, please, and make room in this hut for everyone. There's no turning back now. Our adventure begins here in this haunted hut, where you see shrunken heads of some of our guests as they appear now in their post-mortal state. Your cadaverous pallor betrays an aura of foreboding, almost as though you sense a disquieting metamorphosis. Is this haunted hut actually stretching? Or is it your Mai Tai playing tricks on you? And consider this dismaying observation. This hut has no windows and no doors, which offers you this chilling challenge to find a way out. Of course, there's always my way. Oh, I didn't mean to frighten you prematurely. The real chills come later. Now, as they say, hang loose, and we'll continue our little adventure. And let's all stay together. There are several prominent Tiki Gods who have retired here from creepy old isles all over the world. And we have 999 shrunken heads here, but there's room for 1,000. Any volunteers? If you insist on lagging behind, you may not need to volunteer. The outrigger canoe that will carry you into the moldering sanctum of the dark exotic jungle will accommodate you and 1 or 2 tiki torches. Kindly watch your tiki drink as you board, please. Our Tiki Gods haunt their best in gloomy darkness, so remember, no flash pictures. Mahalo. Now, an outrigger canoe approaches to carry you into the boundless, dark, exotic jungle. Take your tiki torch and cocktail, please, and kindly watch your step. Oh yes, and no flash pictures, please. The Tiki Gods are frightfully sensitive to bright lights. Do not pull down on the bamboo safety bar, please. I will lower it for you. And heed this warning. The Tiki Gods will only materialize if you remain quietly seated at all times. We find it delightfully unlivable here in this exotic, ghostly retreat. Every turn has Tiki Gods, headhunters, and creeps. And hot and cold running chills. Shh, listen.
Hurry back. Be sure to bring your death certificate if you decide to join us. Make final arrangements now. We've been dying to have you.
And the tombstones wave. Spooks come out for a swinging way. Happy haunts materialize and begin to vocalize. Grim gritty ghosts come out to socialize.
Oh, I didn't mean to frighten you prematurely. The real chills come later. Now, as they say, look alive.
Your eyes and don't try to hide. You're a silly spook. Place it by your side. Shrouded in a captive disguise, they pretend to terrorize. Grim gritty ghosts come out to socialize. Climb higher in the dead of trees. Spooks arrive with a midnight spree. Creepy creeps with eerie eyes. Dark shriek and harmonize. Grim gritty ghosts come out to socialize. The knell of a requiem bell. Here goes gleam where spirits dwell. Restless bones and curious eyes. Cries for spooks of every size. Grim gritty ghosts come out to socialize. Grim gritty ghosts come out to socialize.
All of our Tiki Gods have been dying to meet you. This one can hardly contain himself. Unfortunately, our tiki spirits all seem to have trouble getting through. Perhaps exotic goddess Leota can establish contact. She has a remarkable head for materializing the disembodied.
Connies and Wahinis, old friends and new, blow in a shell so we'll know that it's you. Hula dancers, old and young, wicked barrels of rum, answer the call by beating jungle drums. Sea serpents and krakens, tentacled of a squid, call in the Tiki Gods, wherever they live. Tiki gods and goddesses from old Waikiki, awaken the spirits with your ukuleles. Captains and shipmates, sirens in a pond, let there be music from paradise beyond. Volcanoes and lava, it's time to erupt. Send us a message that will shake the island up. Headhunters with spears, wherever you dwell, give us a hint by chanting with rebel.
The Tiki Gods have received your sympathetic vibrations and are beginning to materialize. They're assembling for a swinging luau, and they'll be expecting me. I'll see you all a little later. Aloha.
Beware of the blob. Beware of the blob, it creeps and leaps and glides and slides across the floor, right through the door and all around the wall. A splotch, a blotch, be careful of the blob. Oh, blob. Beware of the blob, it creeps and leaps and glides and slides across the floor, right through the door and all around the wall. A splotch, a blotch, be careful of the blob. Beware of the blob, it creeps and leaps and glides and slides across the floor, right through the door and all around the wall. A splotch, a blotch, be careful of the blob. Beware of the blob, it creeps and leaps and glides and slides across the floor, right through
romance too hot to handle. Stars in the night, blazing their light, can't hold a candle to your razzle dazzle. You've got me flying high and wide on a magic carpet ride, full of butterflies inside. I wanna cry, I wanna croon, I wanna laugh like a loon. It's that old devil moon in your eyes. Just when I think I'm free as a dove, old devil moon deep in your eyes blinds me with love. You've got me flying high and wide on a magic carpet ride, full of butterflies inside. I wanna cry, I wanna croon, I wanna laugh, laugh like a loon. It's that old devil moon in your eyes. Just when I think I'm free as a dove, old devil moon deep in your eyes blinds me with love. Old devil moon deep in your eyes blinds me with love. Old devil moon deep in your eyes blinds me with
And what goes on when it gets late? Along about midnight, the ghosts and banshees get together for a jamboree. There's ghosts with horns and saucer eyes. Some have fangs about this size. Some short and fat, some tall and thin, and some don't even bother to wear their skin.
I'm a-telling you, brother, it's a fearful sight just to see what goes on in the night.
When the spooks have a midnight jamboree, they break it up with a fiendish glee.
Ghosts are bad, but the one that's cursed is the headless horseman. He's the worst.
When he goes jogging across the land, holding his noggin right in his hand, demons take one look and groan.
Then they hit the road for parts unknown.
Well, there's no rage like a spook that's burned.
The ghost don't like a man, he's really burned.
He swears to the longest day he's dead.
Well, I'll show them that I can get ahead.
Wow, 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 wow. So close all the windows,
lock all the doors.
Unless you're careful, why he'll get yours.
Don't think he'll hesitate a bit, 'cause he'll clip your top if it will fit.
He likes them little, he likes them big. Part them in the middle or wear a wig.
Black or white or even red.
The headless horseman needs a head.
With a hip, hip, hip and a clippity-clop.
Why, he's out looking for a head to chop. So don't stop to figure out a plan, 'cause you can't reason with a headless man.
With a hip, hip, hop and a clippity-clop. Look out!
We know what we're talking about. Believe me. You better watch your cues, but take a look at the people who ignored the old good book. Change your ways, you'll find it pays, 'cause you can't be a haint if you ain't kinda crazed, I guess you'd say. Take our word, we know what we're talking about. Now, this is a pretty spooky thing we're doing here. You don't mind if I turn on another light, do you?
I fell in love with your body and soul. My hands feel sticky and my head's ice cold. My shiver tastes sour and my salt tastes sweet. I wanna lay down, but I just can't sleep, 'cause your voodoo working. Yes, your voodoo working. Round and round, same old thing. Heartache, misery, trouble and pain, 'cause your voodoo working. Yes, your voodoo working. 'Cause your voodoo working. Voodoo working and I can't get enough. My eyes are so, 'cause your voodoo working. Yes, your voodoo working. 'Cause your voodoo working. Voodoo working. looking and I can't get enough.
that damn drum. Well, I had a fight with my baby, she just didn't understand. So I left that old homestead, set sail for a foreign land. Boat capsized in a stormy sea. I said, man, oh man, here's the enemy. Listen that damn drum. Yeah, listen that damn drum. I just knew that I wasn't gonna, but then in my final prayer, I was stopped over high and dry on an island from nowhere. The sand was cool, kind of soft at night. I said, bless my soul, I'm in paradise. Listen that damn drum. Yeah, listen that damn drum. Then an arrow went by my noggin. I flipped over quick to see native cats with bows and spears. That arrow was meant for me. In perfect English, the leader said,
pardon me, old chap, I must have your head.
Hey, hunter, please leave me alone. I said, hey, hunter, please leave me alone. I hear baby calling, and I gotta go home. Listen that damn drum. Listen that damn drum. Well, he tied me up to a palm tree, and he started to dance around to the beat of conga drum. What a welcome, familiar sound. It's then that I lost all my self-control when I saw the headhunters do the rock and roll. Listen that damn drum. Listen that damn drum. Well, I told myself from the palm tree, I gave out with a wailing song. Them natives got all shook up, cause I soon had them rocking along. The leader clapped his hands and said,
man, we dig you the most, now you can keep your head.
Headhunters, please leave me alone. I said, headhunter, please leave me alone. Cause my baby need me, and I'm on my way home. I'm on my way home. I'm on my way home. I'm on my way home.
Aloha! There you are, and just in time. There's a little matter I forgot to mention. Beware of hitchhiking headhunters. They have selected you to fill their quota, and they'll hunt you until you return. Now, I will raise the bamboo safety bar, and a headhunter will follow you home. Unfortunately, your stay here on the island has expired, and it's time to go back from where you came. I hope all of you enjoyed the frightful festivities of Halloween on Exotic Tiki Island. If you want to dig up more Halloween fun, I invite you to listen to Show 10 if you dare. It's packed full of spooky fun and even more Halloween tunes. Until next time, I'm Tiki Brian. Aloha and happy Halloween.
Ghosts and ghouls that prey on fools will work on you with haunting tools. Pumpkin seeds in spooky dreams. Black cats crossing smoky streets. Have yourself a happy Halloween. Wing a bat and eye a newt. Witches brew and haunting moon. Snakes and snails and children's screams make my happy Halloween. Have yourself a happy Halloween.
Thief, fly, throw, form. I smell the candy of someone young. Trick or treat, smell my feet. Give the mill something good to eat.
Ghosts and ghouls that prey on fools will work on you with haunting tools. Pumpkin seeds and spooky dreams. Black cats crossing smoky streets. Have yourself a happy Halloween.
It's 9:30, it's haunting time. The little children stand in line to take my my horrorlicious bites. They ran out screaming in the night.
Bring it back to life. Witches brew and haunting moon. Snakes and snails and children's screams. Make my happy Halloween. Have yourself a happy Halloween. Have yourself a happy
Hurry back! Hurry back! Be sure to bring a Mai Tai if you decide to join us. Make final arrangements now. We've been dying to have you. Ha 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 ha.